They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In motion right is Wilson. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 82 yards. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, certainly not a great start. You give up the one-play touchdown, Charles, and it looked like this offense was trying to get the equalizer in one play on the other side.
They certainly were, and I think that the shock of giving up the big play may have forced their hand a little bit in their play calling. They didn't have the discipline to just say, all right, we've got time. Let's go ahead and work it downfield. Oh, you got a big play against us? We're coming right back to you. And it didn't go the way they envisioned.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Down the right sideline. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
In motion, Hill. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Hey, exit.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw Beathard. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua, he's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Beathard's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Beathard. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Beathard to throw. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now Beathard. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. In motion, Hill. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tua. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go. Here we go. Red 38. Ball red.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
In motion right is Wilson. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The tight end in motion right. 2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the counter, Etienne. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 15. ETN up the middle. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Lawrence. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Recon, 132 fighter. He's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Double dog, that's the way. Alert 3. No.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Fourth down, here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Hey, Mike 52, pick me up. Here we go.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Ready? Let's go, D. It's going to be a lion day offense. It's going to be a lion day. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Wilson with a 1st down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Another carry for Wilson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In motion right is Wilson. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Beathard. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Beathard out to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on 4th down. Steps away. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Sanders now to kick this one away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. A quick throw, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Check, 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 check. 80 weapons. Go, go.
They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Check three, check three, check three. X3, 2X, chop it.
Here's Lawrence to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this 3-score deficit and time fading. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Lawrence will throw. Dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Finding space at the 40. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Lawrence now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 33, yellow.
In motion left is Wilson. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jagsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Dolphins up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. It's a run with Mostert, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And he will fall on this one himself, so no late turnover, and time has run out on this football game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this